I don't really want to go to the next division, but I suppose I better do. Here's the Yesneby division.
Yeah, I take it we're seeing a loss then.
I got absolutely spanked by the highest score. The second week in a row, I got the highest scoring team of the week.
Oh, is it?
So yeah, Orkney Orchids 161.59 against 247.51 Harrow Harlequins. The Warner Bay Goonies 216 against the Yorkshire Finns 191.17. Solihull Sharks 0-5 188.57 against the Whitehall White Tigers 199.58. The Godalming Goats 209.80 against the 205.24. The Buccaneers, that's crazy. That's 1-4 and 4-1. There's only 4 points between them. Glossop Fighting
That's it.
Gophers
Goes to show you.
264.68 against the Stockholm Bengals 241.49. Shaw loses unbeaten record, 200 points. I think 210. The Backfoot Panthers, so Fraser beats them. That's a nice one. But
Great
yeah,
win. Great win for Fraser again. He really likes his team and 200 pointers. You know, it puts him 3-2 now, and his team is solid. There's no getting away from it, you know, and it's unfortunate for Sean to lose, scoring over 200 points.
Jones.
But again, you're 4-1 and you're scoring over 200 points and losing, so you don't lose any sleep over that. His players are all playing.
Obviously, he's
Yeah, he's
lost
lost
Pittman.
Pittman, but Shahid's obviously
He's got
a bit
Shahid.
dodgy now. I'd be looking to see what I've got in my bench to maybe replace him. But yeah, I mean, tight
Oh,
game.
there you go.
Who are on the benches? Did Sean do anything
He's got
stupid? Please
Barker
tell me
who's on a
Sean done
bye.
something stupid.
He's got Austin
Yeah,
Eckler.
Eckler.
He's got
He'd
Dowdell.
lost Mixon as well.
He's got McLeod. And he's got
He's got
Devonta Smith
Dowdle
will be
down
back
there
this
on the
week, I think.
bench as well. So I mean,
Yeah,
he's got
2-2 at Phil.
plenty of options. Sean has plenty of options there, you know.
His bench is better than my first team.
And yeah, I mean,
Uh,
great win for Fraser, 3-2, and you know his team is solid. I don't think he's got any, you know, Ayuk turning up just putting over the top, but
T.
I don't
Higgins
think
as
he's
well.
got many injury issues per se. You know, that's Higgins turning up now. You see, his players are starting to come onto their game as opposed to started well and slowing down a little bit. You know, he's got Johnson on the bench, he's got Montgomery still to come back, he's got Ridley to come back off bye week. So plenty of options there for Fraser as well. Yeah, two teams that should be in the playoff discussions, I would say, at the end of the season. And going very well. Again, 4-1's the leader, and everyone's tasted defeat here. Talk us through
Yeah.
yours, Johnny. What happened to you, other than running into the big scorers? But your score's not the best, so what went wrong?
No. Oh, just shite. I think Sutton did nothing again. Ali, tight end. I had Conklin on the bench, but I didn't play him. But Hunt scored, Stewart scored, but then my defence was pretty awful too, to be honest.
Defence
McPherson
makes a
did
difference.
nothing. But yeah, obviously I
The
picked up
defence does
Slayton and
make a
didn't play
difference
him. But
between, you know, the kind of 160 points and 180 points. It's that can all come from defence, you know. And when you see the 150, the 160 point scores, you know the defenders haven't done that well, and that tells its own story, if you ask me.
yeah, well he picked his best team he could at, so 207. Rodden did, but he had Charbonnet, but obviously got James Cook, Darnell Mooney. Yeah, I was 35 points down in the first day with Darnell Mooney scoring 35 points on the Thursday night. I knew it was a bit goose then,
And
but
Mooney's going to be big
yeah,
for Mooney owners because he was drafted very, 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 very late, and he's sneaky going to get a lot of points this year. I think Thomas as well there in his team. He's only going to
and
get
Kittle
better as
getting
the week goes
34
on. I
points as
think
well. So it was just like, and his defence scored
he's
20,
looking solid.
nearly 50 points in his defence. So it's good. But your Hudson
Yeah,
by he was
big
missing
week for
Taylor
him,
as
and
well. So
missing Taylor, missing Hearts. So
yeah,
options that are
McConkey and
missing
AJ Brown.
McConaughey. So Andy, so plenty of options to come back for Harlow Harlequins as well. You know, and at two
Could
and
be right.
three. Oh no, sorry, they're at 3-2 now. Is that 2-3 you are?
I'm 2-3. So yeah,
Yeah, you're
I've
two
not
and
been a high
three.
scoring team this year, but it doesn't help when you've got Cup and McCaffrey on the IR.
Solihull Sharks
So
are losing another close one and going 0-5 now. That's the only 0-5 team. They really need to be getting off the mark pretty soon, I would say, this week, or it's a long way back.
I know they still scored 966 points, so that's the thing. And they're just coming up against 1100
Yeah, it's
points.
coming up against
So
better.
But yeah, no, yeah,
The thing
there's
is,
a
and
close
that's
there.
the
The
thing. You just
Gadam and
sometimes you
Goats.
do. You just come up against better, Johnny. You know, and you get beat. It's as simple as that.
I do feel a bit sorry for the Buccaneers though, Ken. They got 205 points, try to get the second win against one of the teams at the top, and they come up against 200. They got beat by 4 points. But then
Yeah,
obviously, Gadam and Goats did lose A-Chain, and now they've lost.
they did,
They've lost A-Chain and
and
Collins in the
Collins.
same week.
Is
They
it
did quite
Lamb
fast
in
though.
London? I mean, it's the other options there are very good. Wicks just had one of those off. I bet Wicks is going to have some big weeks as well. You know, and he gets 7 targets. He just only caught 2 of them. So, you know,
Yeah.
Wicks will have his big weeks as well. I'm not so sure Keenan
Chase
Allen
Brown could
will, though. I think he's a busted flush, I would say. But other
Brown
options
could
there
be the
on the
starter
bench, you
this
know,
week
with
as
Brown
well.
and Whittington.
Well, yeah,
So, yeah,
Brown could be
Godalming
the
goals,
starter this
nothing to
week.
worry about.
Whittington's on a bye. Shakir might be back. Joku might be out again. Andrews.
Andrews, the fabled Mark Andrews. The
I know. But
fabled
these
Mark
scoring did
Andrews.
score points, so there you go. So Newcastle coach still hold on to 4-1. So still hold on to the top due to their monster scoring points. Then you got Warnerby,
Yeah,
Goonies,
Warner
you could have
Goonies
Goats,
as well.
Lancers. So up to 6 spot, we've got 1 and 3 and 2. Then it's like lots of 2 and 3s, or 1 and 4 and 0 and 5.
Yeah, but six,
But
six
yeah,
winning, 6 losing. But yeah, as I say, the Solihull Sharks, they really need to get a win this week. But outside of that, everything's close, very close here as well, you know. And this, of course, Division 2 is such a big division because it's your entryway into the top division. You know, you can play for the Orkney Bowl next year if you can get your promotion. So huge division, and
yeah. So well, I've got the pleasure of playing the Godalming Gophers this week. So they're both 2 and 3s, but I think their team does look stronger than mine at the moment. They got the Warner's Bay Goonies against the Whitehall White Tigers, 4-1 against 2 and 3. They got Yorkshire Finns 2 and 3 against the Godalming Goats, 4-1. The Solihull Sharks 0 and 5 against the Stockholm Bengals, 3 and 2. Well, we've got the Newcastle Colts against the Newcastle Buccaneers, 4-1 against 1 and 4. Then you've got the Backfoot Panthers against the Harrow Harlequins. That'll be a nice high scoring game after the scores last
that's
week.
a huge
So
game.
that's
That's a huge game at the bottom there. Bankfoot Panthers and Harlow Harlequins, 3 and 2 and 3 and 2.
yeah,
You say the winner of that game, you know, with their scoring, with what they've been scoring and how they've been going, it might only be 4 and 2, but it's a very confident 4 and 2. You know, whereas the loser of that game is looking at their team going, "How the hell is this only 3 and 3?" So, but you know,
yeah.
it's a big game because you know you can overthink things when you start looking at your team and you think, "Shit, I'm 3 and 3, and look at this team, it's brilliant," or they can't be playing well, and you start trying to do too many smart things. You know, you try to be a smart wee cookie, and oh, I'll take him out, or I'll put him in, or I'm going to just drop him because he's not been playing well, and stick with your big guns, you know, stick with your big players, but have the balls to throw a dart every now and then, you know. But in the main, stick to your big players. If they're not performing, as long as they're playing, they're going to start to. They have to. There's a reason you drafted them.
Yeah, mine was to go on IR.
Well,
So
you know,
we'll go
that's
on.
when you have to start playing. But